Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next race in the Zelda 1 Randomizer SGL 2024 online tournament. Tonight we have a match between Cytown and kennedij in the Magic Key group. I am Elso, and I'm joined here in the booth by Smilefires.
Good evening, Elso. I'm excited for a good game here.
So, according to the hash, we will not see in any key, any heart containers, or the bait.
That might be a little bit troublesome. Like, Cytown is pretty good combat, but 3 hearts? Tall order.
Well, I think they'll be perfectly fine.
Okay.
Now, caveat, they might pick up heart containers anyway, but as we all know, the hash indicates what will not be in the scene.
The race room also indicates this will be a zany level 4, so I'm excited for that.
I wonder what a zany... How do you define a zany level 4 compared to a standard level
4? 4 segments.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Well, folks, if you like trolliness, this is the race for you.
Well, level 4 right here.
Okay. Great start.
Okay,
Here's our level.
Let's get that key door open, or do some walking around first.
Kennedy is going to open the key door. Cytown's going to elect to just go look for the sword and come back later. Instead, you just get any rooms.
Okay, up to White Sword Cave with falling rocks on the screen. We have an early Triforce in 4 for Kennedy.
There certainly has been a zany level 4. Oh, come on. Did we get the triple lake? Ow! We get the triple lake!
Very nice. We get a recorder spot off the board.
Kennedy is up 1-0 on the Triforce count.
And we'd also like to thank Neo No Name for doing the tracking for us today.
You know, after seeing so many seeds where Triforces are so hard to come by, it's a breath of fresh air to see a Triforce in under a minute.
Yeah, I've really seen the gamut with these, like some really awful trolly things that happen, and then like easy breezy type ones. And we have Pole's Voice on the Overworld.
That's interesting. Cytown's going to go check these upper grave Armos spots, while Kennedy's going to go check the Armos spots in the east.
And while I'm in the business of thanking people, thank you to Mad Ewok Herd for setup as well. Got Gorilla's on the Overworld.
There's a recorder as the white sword item.
Okay, we might need a few heart containers to be able to give that a try to pick that up.
Recorderless seed confirmed. Kennedy's going to elect to go and check some of these spots before going back to the Armoses.
18 for a bomb pack. Got 2 different bomb shops coming up, and blue ring at the vanilla price.
Given that's the second quest of money, the odds of being able to pick that up are basically zero.
I did see, well, I don't know, it's been really a mix for the super small large secrets, the super generous large secrets.
I think we're going to ignore all of that and continue looking in caves and find... Cytown never went to Death Almost, although you might go from this direction.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. It's probably objectively better if you haven't done Deadwoods yet to go this way.
Yeah, your roads kept us a little bit busy checking out open caves, but the Armos item is up in Lost Hills. That is a red candle.
Alright, so Kennedy will not be taking a candle out of a Taken cave. We'll see if Cytown is able to get this before finding a Taken cave.
So we can acquire some additional hearts as we burn the water.
It just confirms that all 4 hearts are going to be, like, raft and ladder blocked.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Cytown will see that Death Armos is not what he's looking for, but I do believe we have wood sword blocks on, so that means the wood sword can be under a burn bush.
That's right. We also have the minimum medium secret, unfortunately, 25.
Here's level 4 times 2.
Cytown says save. We'll be back there.
Yeah, this is fine. There's no reason to go and do a level 8 when you have literally no weaponry.
We have keys for 67 in a shop at the First Quest Letter Cave.
That's a consideration for sure.
Yeah, like, I think you just said we aren't getting the any key, right? So they are the magic key group. They had to have the magic key.
No, you know what? First off, Cytown is going to be able to get the red candle before finding a taking key.
And Kennedy just got a take any heart, so up to 4. Oh, the large secret right next to the start screen, 99, so near vanilla.
Honestly, for second quest, you take it.
I'm gonna save with that money as well.
That is actually a good idea here. You want to save with the money so that if you find a bunch of door repairs, you can just reset and get your money back. Cytown's got his red candle, so he will now be able to take a container out of this cave. But does have knowledge of where the white sword item is, so might look to find a way to route that white sword item into his overall routing.
So to talk a little... Oh.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, to talk a little bit about the stakes in this group, Antlers has won the group. There is no path for either of these guys to take first place away from him. But they could be playing for second today. Because Kennedy has only played one game. It was a loss, but it was one. He could win out, go 3-1.
And Cytown is...
He's 2-1, so with a win, he is 3-1. And
Level
then he would
6
just...
found.
Level 6, hello. Yeah, Cytown winning would be 3-1.
Mm-hmm. Second in the group will advance. Or at least be eligible to advance. I think because there's 10 groups and 16 slots in the brackets, I think there's some math that has to go on behind the scenes.
Yeah, the idea of the math is to capture the next 6 best players who place second. All the group winners advance.
Yes.
And
right
Antlers
now,
is set to advance because he beat both of these guys.
Antlers entered this group. Oh, I think actually, isn't he racing his last race tonight? I'm trying to remember if he's done all of his races or not. In any case, so all right, the race just concluded. That's fine. This race has not just concluded. This race is just getting started.
Yeah, I didn't say anything that would be a spoiler, so...
I didn't either. I just asked if he was racing or not.
Yes, he did race.
Yep. So we've got Kennedy being a little bit more willing to jump into dungeons with this red candle. I kind of like this, actually. You've already seen that Bull's voice around the Overworld. You're still going to have to deal with Wiz Robes and Dark Nuts, but with a couple of bombs, you can make some dungeon magic work. Cytown electing not to go into dungeons. This seems pretty normal, where he'll elect to look for as much overworld information as he can. Look for the wood sword, which is over in the corner. So there's nothing really surprising out of either player yet. Kennedy is our first runner on the board with a key as well as a Triforce. Although the level 4 Triforce was one room in.
Yeah, that was near immediate. Level 4 is on the start screen, and not too hard to find that one.
Kennedy is going to elect to go ahead and take the stair. Okay, kind of throws us on the other side of the level with a ladder block. Yeah, you're not walking out of that, so it is a segmented level 6.
Very interesting.
I like the decision to go ahead and just leave 6 here. You've got other places you can go. There's no need to dig 6 right now. Yes, it does tend to be a little bit better on keys, but why do that when you could just find level 9?
Or level 3, which is in the Deadwoods.
Alright, so I think my prediction of no hearts and the seed is dead. So now I'm going to revise that prediction.
Okay.
The spare heart and the any key will be in level 9.
Sounds interesting.
Along with the bait block.
Well, we are stockpiling a decent bit of money at this point.
Yep. Now we'll see how much of an advantage this wood sword is for cytown. Because so far Kennedy's proven to be able to do quite a bit with just this red candle.
Red candle's a pretty good starting thing to get, really.
And I also like that Kennedy's been a bit selective with what combat he's willing to take on. Sometimes being picky about your combat does give you a benefit. Potential super room here for cytown. It's the bow.
Wow. That really is a super room.
If I'm cytown, I'm looking for the nearest arrow shop. Now let's see where level 3 was. Okay, level 3 was in the Deadwood, so Kennedy's in that area.
Yeah, not too long from finding that.
And that dungeon looks like it was an enemy set that could be taken out with a red candle, so Kennedy should be able to do that before Wood Sword if he so chooses.
Alright, now let's take a look in level 4.
We're going to see the Triforce here. cytown will elect to clip past it for the moment.
Yeah, that's how fast
not-
that Triforce was.
Elects not to do that room, just going to get some bombs off of this Dodongo. Gets a key. Both runners now are on the board with keys. Potential item here. Or not. There's a shutter door.
Kennedy makes it into level 8.
Now let's see what Kennedy elects to do here with level 8.
Relatively compact level 4 map. Kind of looks like a Mario 3 airship to me.
Yeah.
I think you were about to say Kennedy's going to take a little look in 8.
Yeah. cytown may have no item here in level 4 yet.
Oh, I promise I did not take the airship thing from chat.
Dun 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 dun. First item in 8 is the red ring. Hello.
Wow. Alright. So, no need to save money for blue ring. We can buy arrows, plenty of keys.
And Kennedy's gonna say, okay, I'm good. You know what? I don't dislike it. You know there's wish robes. You've seen a ladder block. Or at least a ladder blocked room, so you don't know where the Triforce is, you don't have a ton of keys. cytown's gonna find the raft in 4.
Alright.
We'll see if that raft is required, but I do expect Kennedy is gonna go back into 4 at some point if he still needs items.
It is right there.
Kennedy's going to elect to go ahead into level 3. We'll be able to get the bow and the Triforce out of here, as well as the 6th heart, guaranteeing the white sword item.
Yeah, just gotta take a little bit of a walk back there.
Well, Kennedy doesn't know about that yet, I don't think.
Just gotta take a little bit of a walk in that direction.
Let's see, first draft spot is nothing. Although
I could get a potion with that.
60 for a red isn't terrible. Especially with no ring yet.
Very nice.
Ooh, Lionels are squishy. Good level 3 from both runners.
Nice straightforward level that just packs everything together in one room for you.
So, this has kind of been the telltale of really a lot of this tournament is we're at the 15-minute mark, and surprise, surprise, the runners are pretty even. Cytown with a slight exploration advantage by virtue of having the raft. Kennedy with the combat advantage of having the red ring, as well as knowledge of level 6, which may not be insignificant. Wood sword for both. Now, one thing that sometimes occurs when you get an early red ring is you become less picky about what combat you're willing to do, because you're like, oh, I can handle the blue wizards, I can just tank them. So you always got to be careful that sometimes it's still beneficial to be picky about your combat.
Alright, 5 hearts is enough to pick up the White Sword Recorder.
Very nice. I think we're going to see Cytown take that to the Deadwoods here. Kennedy may elect to do West Death Mountain after the graveyard. So, even though the runners are kind of in the same area and are going to kind of high five on this ladder, this isn't necessarily retracing each other's steps, because for Kennedy, he's never been here yet. For Cytown, he's got the recorder in hand coming back the other way.
And perhaps Kennedy could just backtrack, but we'll see when that happens. There gets to be like an awkward amount of Overworld retracing your steps with the amount of Overworld spots and the drip of the progression items they can get here.
I think if I'm Kennedy, I'm more likely to go ahead and do West Death Mountain and then just record her back to 3 to get to those couple of spots.
Yeah, that
preferably
works.
with ladder. Kennedy now with the letter in hand can buy the potions and can afford a red potion.
Cytown does remember. Yeah. Already got one of those.
Yeah. Ooh, going for East Death Mountain and the recorder spot on Death Mountain. I kind of like this, actually. Both runners kind of working in their recorder checks along their routes. So what level do you think we're going to find next?
1.
I'm thinking, well, here we're about to find out. It's 7!
Ooh. And
That's diagonal 1.
No visible ways to get in.
It's a good sign. Oh, you gotta go up.
Yeah, that's not gonna bomb down. You're at the bottom.
Yeah, you gotta go up here. There we go. Cytown whistling the desert. There's a map of 7. Okay. It's not terrible.
Yeah. It almost looks like an 8.
7 is having an identity crisis.
There was little extensions on it. Small Secret 11.
Not the best money, but honestly, not terrible, all things considered.
Yeah, could be worse. Findable red ring helps with that a little bit. Cytown's buying a key, at least one key. Just one.
Probably only one. Apologize about getting you off a little bit. Cytown would like to find an arrow shop. I just get that purchase done while he's got the money.
Hello, level 9.
Good to have the knowledge.
Found the Dark Nuts in level 7.
That's a good thing you got a sword.
Or a door repair charge is also vanilla.
Cytown finds 6. Compass and 7.
Oh, we gotta walk all the way to the top.
Well, you're likely to find the item on the way.
Yeah, it is true.
Let's see what Cytown elects to do with this level 6. Gonna take this first stair.
Level 6 has a lot of room to be the mean one, because like this isn't a very big 7. Kennedy now has to use a key going down to 1.
6 is probably bigger than 7 in this. Okay, here's the stair.
And we get a key back.
And it's Wallmaster, so it's an easy clear. It's just a little slow. It says transport. Gonna elect to skip it. That dome is not required.
Hope he can stay there. Alright, I'm glad gels didn't roll up to HP.
Yeah. Oh, you can't bomb in from that way. Okay. Now 7 gets a little exciting.
Alright, back around the other way. Or through the staircase, perhaps.
Potentially both. Looks like we're gonna see the other way first. Now, with how small this 7 is, I would be willing to go ahead and clear the item out of it.
Oh.
Well, we know that's not a stair.
Yeah, shutter door.
Likewise, this is not a stair. Now, I would go ahead and check this room with button. That's what I think we're going to see Kennedy do. There is something to be said for doing your due diligence. You might find something useful. You might find that Snake kills Dumbledore. See? Oh, potentially another super room here.
Alright, and not a bad clear either.
Plus, with the Triforce being in the middle, that really helps with not having the double div 7. Okay, let's see. Ow.
Alright, take it.
Yeah, I would strongly consider going ahead and just coming back in to get the item, because you don't have that much of 7 left.
Also got a recorder. Could check these other screens while we're at it, because I think that was just the first one that Kennedy did up here.
Yep. And bear in mind, there is nothing wrong with this play to me. I don't think there's anything wrong with either play. It's just a matter of your level of comfort gambling with a recorder versus not. Oh! Cytown taking a death to Landmola in 6.
Left Mola is always a tough guy.
Nice shoot room.
It's wonderful to just get waylaid by wizards as soon as you walk in.
There's a reason they call it the FU beam. The cytown's really been putting a lot of effort into the 6. Hopefully it pays off for him. Kennedy's now in West Death Mountain.
Where he finds level 5.
Generally a good level for keys.
Yeah, both players on 2 keys.
Oh, cytown's got to clear these 2 blue wizards out to get further.
Well, that might be okay. They're the only things left in the room now.
Yeah. And with some good patterns, you can do it with bombs. Ooh, gotta be careful though. Roll of 5 dictates this will be a transport.
Alright, got the block clip. Yep, it's transport.
Cytown gets the room in level 6 and is rewarded with a bomb upgrade.
Whoa.
+6.
+6 max bombs for a price that rolled down, and we're back to the land moles.
And I like to see both runners are electing to do some spawn manipulations to try to get the number of blue wizards down. Yeah, although in this case, when you got a bomb back on the floor, you just go ahead and hit the blue wizard with a couple of bombs and just kill it.
Yeah, for sure.
So Kennedy had an option to go directly to the Triforce, but instead is electing to dig a little further, choosing to go for the item out of 5 instead of the one out of 7. And may well be rewarded.
Spiral staircase, what do we have?
This 5 doesn't seem like it's going to be segmented. And it is an item, it's the White Sword.
Alright, another combat advantage.
This is really good. This is actually really good for Kennedy J. Has the recorder to go back to 7 if he needs it.
And now I can deal with all the 2 HP keys in the staircases.
And also has very little of 7 left to do, so it's not like that's going to necessarily be a large dig by the time he gets back there, if he even has to go back. Bad's a 6.
Oh yeah, classic 6 things. Oh! Goma blocks the Triforce in 5.
Kennedy really wants to see an arrow shop up here. Or another level.
Although again, Kennedy's seen 7 rooms of 5. That was, again, pretty quick. Oh, this is unpleasant.
Yeah, no, I would not like this at all. Cytown's handling it very well, though.
Yeah, I think he's got it from this point. Yep. Back through the door.
Yeah, I think the reason Kennedy would want to see it so bad, would want to see, there's the arrow shop. Now he doesn't have to return back to West DM if there's nothing else up here. That's
Great
a very
timing
good
for
find.
that. Enough
Honestly,
bombs to finish out these other spots.
Yep. Honestly, both runners have been playing very well so far. Cytown's combat has been amazing. Kennedy's been being very smart about his choices of what to dig and when to dig it.
Yeah, this is a good race.
Electing to use a potion for the beam swords. That tells me Cytown's probably going to look to get a potion out of the next take he finds. And traditionally, Cytown has been known to stop at however many hearts is needed for the white sword item. Partially just because he doesn't need the hearts, but also partially because it does make getting beams easier after you up that. Oh, and 6's ladder blocked for the Triforce. This is big.
Wow.
7's looking a little more enticing, even though Kennedy doesn't know about the ladder block in 6, and Cytown doesn't know about the fact that 7 and 5 are on DM.
So we've had generally findable levels, but then they sit on, like, telling us where the actual blocks are on the seed.
Yeah. Now, Cytown has not found an item out of 6, so Cytown would like to see a ladder in 6. Even though, ironically, for Cytown, the best place for a ladder to be is 7. Because that'll be a place Kennedy goes to late.
Yeah, we'll see how quickly he wants to get back there.
We'll see that this room is just faster with the White Sword because it takes half as many hits to kill everything. Thankfully, you don't need to go past this Goma here at 5. A little early on that second arrow. Cytown is leaving 6.
Alright. Well, maybe there will be something on the south coast. That'll be nice. Like another level.
How about level 2?
That's alright.
From the commentator's booth, that's all of our levels.
Oh yeah, if we had level 1?
No. I forgot level 1 existed. Cytown's leaving 2.
It seems we've already gotten a power bracelet out of it, perhaps?
Yes. That was on the floor.
Alright.
Level 9 is in the forest over a couple screens north, actually, where Cytown is.
Yeah, East Forest.
You know what we haven't seen yet?
The
coast item. Oh look, another heart.
Well, Cytown's pretty close to the coast coming around this way, so maybe soon.
You might see it on the way to the raft spot up here.
Meanwhile, Kennedy's taking recorder checks off the board.
Yep. Nice bomb hole find for Cytown.
That's just a bed. That's what level 2 is.
Yeah. The game's telling Cytown to go to bed.
Kennedy has enough for a bomb upgrade, rupee-wise.
But needs to find one. Now, the other thing is, Kennedy's not going to go back to 6 until he absolutely has to. We're going to see Kennedy do a whole bunch of recorder checks here.
Yeah, and people don't like 6.
Mm.
We gotta do other things we didn't do earlier, like the middle of the overworld.
Which nobody likes to do either.
Alright, all but one room for Cytown.
And there's the compass. Oh, it's in the Blue Darknet room.
Oh, that's fun. So, we'll need a sword.
Unless you want to spend all 12 of your bombs. Now, Cytown doesn't know where level 7 and 5 are, so he's going to be checking the power bracelet spots.
Yeah, that's the kind of where the overworld exploration trade-off comes in, because that power bracelet gonna make you try to route more of the spots in.
Now, that may push Cytown a little bit more towards Death Mountain, because there's nothing he can't do on Death Mountain, but I expect we'll see Lost Hills first.
And we got chat filling us in that the blue bubbles found in level 2 were in a Chevy room, so...
Ew.
Only so helpful that way.
I mean, if you had the ladder, they'd be helpful.
What do we have here? We have level 1.
Level 1. So, the only thing Kennedy's missing at this point is level 2, which is on South Coast.
Also, whatever the coast item is.
Well, Platter's in 1, that'll push Kennedy towards both.
Yeah, true.
There's Mito.
Looks a little different, I think.
Yeah.
Alright, Cytown gets the Triforce of level 2.
On his way to wherever the next level is. Now, we know at this point the raft's not required. And the power bracelet's not required. So there's actually really not much Kennedy can find here that would derail it.
So we have 2 items in here. We have 6, 7, 1 item, and 8.
Yep.
For where the ladder could be.
1 is the best case scenario for Kennedy.
Oh, it's so tiny.
And is very key door heavy, although you can banana key this door over here. Like, I should have banana keyed that. It's fine, you can just reset the room and come back in to get another shot at the banana key.
Yeah.
But Kennedy's going to elect to leave instead. Oh, here we go. We're going to finally see the coast item. It is...
Blue boomerang.
Ooh, the key purchase. Okay. This is fine. You've already got wood arrows. You've already got red ring. There's not much you're necessarily going to need to buy at this point.
Coast Draft Spot takes away the rest of Cytown's rupees.
Yep. Cytown's headed in the direction of level 1, which is good. Love does need to do a little bit of cleanup here first. See, not a locked door.
I got a key anyway.
Okay, that's fine. Should be able to get around this locked door, though. I'll be a little careful in here.
Oh, got bubbled.
Gotta be careful. Might want to consider pulling the potion out.
Yeah,
here we go. This is one of those things that sometimes you don't see. Actually, you've been seeing more often is runners are more willing to use potions, even if it seems like it might not be the best play because it keeps them alive. Ooh, don't pick up that Triforce. Not yet.
Another key. Alrighty. A similarly laid out room as well.
Kennedy is going to keep sword. Now, Cytown's got 4 keys coming in here, so we'll see how well that fares. Kennedy elects to spend his last bomb to go north, but has to spend keys no matter what. Potentially. Depends on where the items are.
Well, at least one, because I think he has one room left up here, and then you would have to make a choice.
Well, there's the wooden boomerang.
Okay, now, maybe this works out.
Yeah, so this is the item. He doesn't have to spend a key at all. Let's see what's in one.
Alrighty.
Oh, there's a spare heart. Gonna like to not take it. Honestly, with Red Ring and White Sword, Magical Sword isn't that much of a bonus, so sure. That I'm fine with.
Alright, we're out of here.
Alright.
It does mean that 1 was not the answer.
It does. It's a little bit worse for Kennedy than it is for Cytown, just because of the level 4 factor. The level 4's item was pretty quick, all things considered.
So I think this is look for 2. Finish up some Overworld. But then after you do 2, is the choice like recorder back to 7 or give a try at 6 or 8?
Well, Kennedy doesn't have any bombs, so Kennedy might elect to go ahead and go into 6 first, if he doesn't get some bombs on the way. Which, remember, Cytown did leave level 6, but I don't know if that was because he was ladder blocked or he just said, I've had enough. Chad is saying that the first dungeon to redig maybe 7. I could see the case being made for 4.
Oh yeah, because no raft just yet on his side.
Yep. And that's he's thinking about it. No? Not quite yet. Both runners on 11 hearts.
He does have a recorder spot left over here, maybe?
Could be. He's headed up to Death Armos.
Oh, is this a bomb shop?
No,
it's 8. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? This is fine. He's got to dig it anyway. I can't fault a play that says go to a dungeon where I don't have a Triforce.
We got Opno Point saying, I don't think I've ever seen Cytown with this many hearts.
I have. My bet is that Cytown will get this many hearts, get the Magic Sword, and then skip the Red Ring and 8. Oh,
this is a great room. With all those blue Wizrobes.
It's so good you don't have to clear it. Cytown's about to come across level 7. We'll see if he elects to dig 7. That could be a make or break point in this race here. Oh, hello. Potential item room right by the Triforce.
Yeah, 7 isn't enormous.
Cytown is going to elect to check the arrow first. And the ladder is an 8!
The ladder is an 8 and it's right next to the Triforce.
So, Cytown will not miss that, but when is Cytown going to go back to 8? Because Kennedy can effectively elect... okay,
well, that's cute.
You're definitely not missing. So, Cytown wants to find silvers in here. Because if Cytown find silvers in here, then that is going to be where Kennedy doesn't come back to 7, probably until post 9. The other option, of course, is silvers in 6 past the Triforce. But then cytown's going to have to dig that.
And Kennedy's seen 6, right?
Yeah, Kennedy knows where 6 is. Kennedy doesn't have bombs, so it's probably going to go to 6 before 2.
Yeah. Just when he gets that power bracelet, it's not going to mess him up.
No. Probably is thinking about a bomb shot nearby, because I think there was one in this general area.
Yeah, I think it's at the Green Cave.
That could be. Gonna like to go into 6, though. Again, you're going into a dungeon, you know you need to Triforce out of, so this is fine. Cytown also headed towards the top of 7th post.
So this is the fun part when Kennedy's wandered into like 3 Wizrobe dungeons in a row. And like with the weaponry at this point, not too bad, but it takes a little time.
Right, but it does mean that he was able to avoid doing these dungeons on low weaponry, which is not insignificant.
Yeah, there's that.
Cytown on 12 hearts. And we're going to see Kennedy elect to go ahead and kill the land melee. Thankfully, they died a white sword head, so not too bad. Now, Kennedy has the ladder, so Kennedy may end up, because he missed that compass and the shoot room, may end up digging more of the 6. And if the silvers are here in 6, that might... I mean, that would be enough to certainly put Kennedy in the driver's seat. I think right now Kennedy still does have the advantage. But that really kind of depends on what cytown elects to do with some of the later parts of the scene.
Oh yeah, what was your call for level 9 again? Was it any key and Coast Heart?
Yeah. Half of that's gone.
Cytown running into the same issue that you came bomb to the left in that old man room.
Yep. Kennedy does get his bomb pack, so he will be able to get into level 2, which that also is not something to be overlooked, even though I think we've overlooked it as the bomb upgrade.
Yeah, having 12 bombs in your pocket is pretty nice.
Taking the body shot from the Wizrobe instead of the beam is definitely beneficial here. Ooh, good use of the candle, too.
It's saving hearts that way.
Kennedy was in level 6 before, so Kennedy may have pushed that blocker up. The item in 7 could be Goma blocked. It could also just be in a lower part of the level that neither runner's been to.
Alright, Triforce for Cytown out of 7.
Kennedy's looking for the Triforce here in level 6. Cytown's gonna go back in for the item.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright, so this is where this gets interesting. If this item in 7 is silvers, then... Oh, this room right here could be a Goma block, actually. So if it's a Goma blocked item in 7, I mean, we know that this is an arrow shop available, but then you come back after getting arrows, or you say, okay, I'll just come back here when it's convenient. It is Goma blocked.
There's one more room
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I don't
But that
know.
one's Goma Block 2!
Oh, great.
Oh, yeah, you're just Goma blocked out of the item in 7. So we'll see if Cytown elects to come back here before 9. I think he will, given he has a pretty good idea of where the item is. But depending on when Cytown gets this ladder, he may think he's significantly behind and has to gamble on that item in 7. That's the other part, too. Because we're 50 minutes in. And if Cytown finds that ladder after an hour, he may be thinking, oh, my opponent's going to finish any second.
Especially if you go into 8 and see that the items aren't, like, all that terrible to find.
And neither is the Triforce. Good use of the bomb there. Nice clock!
Great time for that. Adding to the bomb upgrade fund.
But the other thing is, Cytown may elect not to look for an arrow shop just yet. He may elect to go to 6 and 8 before looking for an arrow shop. And if silvers are Goma blocked or in 9, that could set Cytown back significantly.
Well, what did we need arrows for before? Something in 5?
Triforce.
Yeah.
So if the silvers are in 9 or 7, Cytown may elect to not look for an arrow shop right off the bat. Plus, he can't afford them right now. Oh, this could get squirrely real quick. Yeah, Kennedy's best bet here may be to just go into this bottom portion of 6 if he's thinking he's going to go for the item in here. Because he doesn't have the compass.
This 6 is really an adventure.
Yeah. It would be fitting to put the book in here.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It actually would. Maybe not as much for Kennedy because he's done with most of the large levels, but anytime you have a book for it, it's a good time. Any key would be a good find. Wand would not be bad, because that would help mitigate the red bubble some. I mean, White Sword here, Cytown. I mean, Magical Sword. I don't remember where it was, but if Cytown gets the White Sword out of here, which honestly I think he will, given that he's gonna know he needs. Well, he knows he needs ladder, and he's gonna know that he needs arrows, so he'll probably want to look for silvers instead of look to the arrow shop. Now, if Kennedy does this whole bottom portion of 6 and there's no item, I think you just go to the Druid Fast and Triforce attack. Oh! Yep. The death for Cytown.
Ow.
That's painful.
This is not all that deep, like...
Right.
It's not a level we saw a lot of rooms in. Maybe because you see rooms like that and you go, nope.
Yeah, I don't think Cytown's gonna clear that. Oh, this could be an item. It's not. Kennedy's thinking about it. He's gonna elect to spend the key. Ah, it's just a moat room. Well, you might as well clear it and see if you get the key back. Maybe get a compass, maybe get a Triforce. Nope.
But yeah, to your point, like once you're over in the segment for the Triforce, easy to just go check those 2 rooms past.
Yeah. Chat bringing up a good point. If you don't have Red Ring in this 6, it's so much worse. So if Cytown goes to 6 before 8, he's going to spend a lot of time here.
Yeah, he has the dubious advantage of seeing quite a bit of it already.
He hasn't seen this room, and this could be a push block. Remember, this was ladder blocked. It's the item. What is it? Wand. Okay. Well, it's not the worst item to get.
It's one of the items in the game.
It helps with the red bubbles.
Yeah, and it's longer range combat than we had. Well, we had arrows.
It's free long
It doesn't cost money, yeah.
Why use the thing that costs money when you could use the thing that's free? Now, if I'm Kennedy, I'm going to be facing a 50% chance of silvers and not. If I'm cytown, I'm facing 66% chance.
Oh, there's that ladder block.
Yep.
Come back here, Bubble. Alright.
I do like using the wand for the moblin because it doesn't rely on the bubble. Cytown has enough for the magical sword. Wait a minute. Oh, it's down there. That's right.
Yeah.
I thought I misread where the compass was. There it is. Red bubbles don't matter. Now, does Cytown go look for an arrow shot? That's going to be the big question.
Well, you see that? I think so.
I feel like you kind of have to. And Kennedy's going to find 2 here. Statistically, the correct play for both runners is to go to 9 instead of go back to where they have items outstanding. Oh, Cytown up aid! I don't know if there was another arrow shop, but he elected not to go look for the arrow shop at that point. Was there one here?
This looks like a walk to 8.
Yeah, this looks like a play. Wait, yeah, you can scream out from here. Yeah, is it? No?
It's not.
Where's he going? Magical sword play. Okay.
We take that.
Yep.
The rare magical sword pickup in these. Supposedly there was one yesterday, but that forced 13 heart requirement puts it out of reach a lot of the time.
Cytown is gonna go to 8 here. So this will net him a ladder, which is gonna have him. Oh, this could lead to Cytown taking 6 though. And we now know for certain the wood arrows are required. That's... Oh, this is...
Oh yeah, because we can't get the item in 7. Great.
Yeah. So you need the wood arrows, because the item in 7 is Goma blocked, the items in 9 are Goma blocked via 5, and silvers are in 7 or 9 right now. Oh, Kennedy might have a faster 2 than Cytown did. Oh, this is... Yeah, this is a case where the wood arrow shop is the biggest troll in the scene right now, because I think it's the rare shop on Death Mountain. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, 5 Goma blocks the Triforce. Cytown just saw it, which is why we were thinking about what he might do.
Let's see what Kennedy elects to do here. March back to level 5. Probably not where he wanted to go, but wanted to get his bearings of where is it going to take me. Okay. Gonna go into 4. This is fine.
Yeah, I like this.
I could actually see the argument for go to... Honestly, I could say the argument for go to 7 before 9, because... If you think about it, 7 is pretty small. Compared to what 9 is. Likely to be. We don't know for certain that 9 is big, but reasonable to assume it's big. It's potentially one room into 7. There are 2 Goma blocks in 7.
I don't entirely remember the rooms in it, but maybe one of these 2 levels will give us some keys back, too.
Well, here's the key in level 4 for Kennedy, and a ladder for Cytown. That's still not the answer. I mean, it's an answer, It's gonna get on the Triforce in 6. There's a raft.
And 5 rooms in level 4, and we're out.
Both runners now have the same item knowledge, with the exception of cytown who doesn't know you need wood arrows. Kennedy's probably figured it out by this point. Let's see, Kennedy warping to 6. This looks like a 9 play, which makes sense. You gotta go into 9 anyway to look for Ganon and Zelda. You can look for items while you're in there. Silvers and 7 are still cytown's best bet.
Alright, welcome to level 9, where we're in part looking for silver arrows, but it's also the home of Ganon and temporary home of Princess Zelda.
Ironically, a heavily Ganon-blocked 9 is the best-case scenario for Kennedy.
Cytown has not seen the wand in 6.
It was ladder-blocked. Oh, immediate Ganon.
Wow.
And if you can't bomb out of these rooms... Okay, but Ganon's not to the south. And the other thing, too, is, like, the other 2 items, the book is useful because it's all the maps, and the N key is useful because it's all the keys.
Yeah, this is a time when we could use a lot of keys.
It's not like you're gonna get nothing out of digging 7, even if you went to 7. There we go. This gel is an expert at dodging.
Alright, got him.
All your base are belong to us.
What you say?
Someone set us up the bomb?
Ha 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 ha.
And thankfully, level 9 is dark enough, so that kind of that actually helps a lot in terms of the wand is now incredibly valuable. Kennedy's gotta watch his key count, though. No stairs yet in 9, so that might be concerning.
Really have to snake around here to avoid a couple of these key doors, and there's another one.
Yeah. I would be picking up that 5er, because that 5er gets you enough to buy it.
Yeah, wand room for Cytown.
Gonna be disappointed, because now he should know he's gotta find the wood arrow shop. Doesn't even pick it up. That, to me, tells me Cytown feels like he's behind, because when there's red bubbles, it's very difficult. To me, it's kind of difficult to say I'm not going to pick up a wand when there's red bubbles unless you feel like you're that far behind.
Wow, what's up with these walls?
The game wants you to spend keys at 9. You can't go that way. You're gonna have to spend a key if you want to go forward at 9.
One thing Cytown has on his side as he picks up the Triforce of 6 is a huge pile of keys. Or at least a bigger pile of keys.
Yeah. So where does Cytown go now? Looks like it's back to DM. Oh, gonna check the ladder river spots.
Well, if you're looking for overworld spots, they are out there.
They do exist.
Potion shop.
At this point, Kennedy's probably just going to have to break down and spend one of his keys. Cytown's looking for the arrow shop. Well, you got to make sure if you're going to spend your key, you spend it to go a direction you haven't been yet. The shop for the arrows is in this corner of Death Mountain. Kennedy's gonna spend the key here. Gets nothing for it.
So no keys, no bombs. We out of there.
I think you go to 7. Kennedy is headed to 7. Gets a bomb pack and is going in.
Yeah, we do have money.
Yeah.
Arrows for cytown.
So now Silver's in. Oh, there's a key door potentially blocking the way to that Doma. But you can get in from another side. From here, yeah.
If you let her clip, but generally okay for people.
Yeah. So if this is any key, that still helps Kennedy a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure.
At this point, book would be the worst item to get. There it is. That's the spot Kennedy wants to be on. There you go.
Goma says, "Can you solve my maze?"
A little early on that third one. Kennedy's gonna get that. We'll see if this is the item. It is. Okay. What is in here? The silver arrows. Okay. And Kennedy does have bombs now. Might stay in here a little bit for keys. Nope. Gonna save. Probably gonna buy a key and go back into 9. Oh, you can't buy a key. That's fine. You can just go to 9 here.
Very close to being able to buy a key, but...
Let's see what Cytown does. If he elects to go to 7, this is going to be pretty close. If he elects to go straight to 9... Cytown's going to 7.
Kenny is checking out 6, or...
He's just using it to get across the forest.
Okay.
So, Kennedy's on a bomb wall hunt here in 9. As far as he's concerned. Cytown does have a couple of extra keys. Now, interestingly, if you can bomb it to gain his room from here, you can't go that way.
We already tried up.
But we didn't try to the right in this room.
That is true.
Doesn't open.
What the heck?
So where can you go in 9?
So we're almost back even, and Cytown's gonna come in here with some more resources to work with.
Mm-hmm. And that might actually be the tail of the seed, is just the resources. Now, you could Kennedy key that door, but I think you've been to the other side of it.
Yeah, I believe that's right.
Actually, wait a minute. I'm thinking about this. Was it a key door? There's the map at 9. So there's nothing down here for Kennedy.
53 room level 9.
Kennedy's out of bombs again.
Ugh. You can buy bombs if you have that bomb shop marked.
Yeah, this wall has to be the wall. No. So that wall doesn't open.
You can also ask these guys for help. Nope.
Wait a minute. How can you go anywhere in this 9 right now? There's no key door to get you anywhere that you haven't been, I don't think.
I think Antlers has got it. You gotta get to the bottom left, like way bottom left.
Kennedy's gonna buy a bunch of bombs. Honestly, they might be getting into that room at about the same time because cytown can't get in from here. You gotta be able to bomb to the left in that room then.
Alright. One
Kennedy's
key, 12
back at
bombs versus 8 bombs.
Cytown's down to 1 key. So, depending on how the rest of this 9 shakes out, the key advantage might not matter. Alright, here we go. Kennedy's now coming back into this lower portion. Has bombs. They're in the same room at the same time. They're taking the same door.
Wow.
And here we go. This is probably the stair. Cytown now with the magical sword, a little bit of an advantage, also able to use it.
And
Kennedy's
Kennedy's
not far
bubbled.
behind here.
Kennedy's bubbled.
Kennedy is bubbled. This is not that big of a difference. Kennedy's got to be able to do this clip here.
Alright, seems like cytown is working his way over to where we heard Ganon before.
If this gets down to a double clip.
Oh, got it.
Kennedy gets it! Kennedy gets the double clip. This is not that much of a delta between the two right now. Kennedy's aware that this is a stair room. Gonna poke his head in. Gonna take the stairs, seeing if he can get to the Ganon a little more quickly. Doesn't do a whole lot.
Meanwhile,
Zelda right
cytown
next to
has
Ganon.
defeated Ganon.
She is!
So, get your GGs in chat for cytown.
After all that, it was the magical sword.
cytown is a 1:13:06 on race time. And improves his record in the group to 3-1.
The magical sword and the resources. Hats off to Kennedy, though, putting up a heck of a race as we are now joined by Cytown here in the booth.
Hey guys, how you all doing?
Pretty good.
Good to hear.
Yeah, nice win.
Oh, thanks. It went swimmingly, I think.
So, the big thing was the resources in 9 to include the magical sword. That's kind of what ended up deciding this, because you both ended up in 9 with silvers at about the same time.
Wow.
What held you up was the dig of 6, and then having to go back to find the arrow shop.
Yep.
What held Kennedy up was he got into 9 probably a good couple of minutes ahead of you, but went in with 1 key and no bombs. Or a couple of bombs.
Gotcha.
And that's where the resources in 9 came into play. Plus, it was White Sword versus Magic Sword, which wasn't a huge deal, but it was enough of a deal in that one stair room. If you both were in that first stair room at the same time.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it can get a little bit tough there. Hearts just kept falling, so I was like, all right, that's fine. We'll just pick up hearts. We know how many we have to get for mags, and I think I had 8 at like 30 minutes. I was like, all right, well, if they keep coming, they'll keep coming, and I'll have mags by the end of this thing. But I know my item order took me a really long backwards way of doing this, but it was all right.
So, your go mode was effectively an arrow shop.
It was. Yeah, I needed it. And I also waited till way too late to dive 8. So shame on me. I could have had ladder and red ring early, and this would have made this seed so much faster. But I knew where 8 was. It was the second level I found, but I still dinked around too long.
So, Kennedy did find level 8's red ring before you did, and ultimately the ladder before you did, but he dug level 8, got the red ring, and decided to leave. Which seems reasonable, to be honest.
Yep.
Given how early it was.
Yeah. If you went to 8 early and you got one of the items, it makes sense to leave.
There's just like a handful of weirdly fast levels in this one. Like, you could do 5 in 5 rooms, you could do 4 in... Oh no, I was thinking of 4 in 5 rooms. 5 more in like 6 rooms.
Yeah, I took
rooms.
I took the long way in 5. I took the long way in 6. 7, I touched every room except for one off of a arrow block, a bow block. So
yeah,
I don't really feel like, in terms of luck, this one kind of sucked. But I just find it funny that I found the bow so early, and took me forever to find that arrow shop.
Well, you think about it, how often does the arrow shop actually require?
Yeah, it had to be the rare shop, had to be up in the northwest. Lots of fun.
But yeah, this seed was kind of... But the race was interesting because Kennedy pulled ahead early through the early red ring. He did have the arrows earlier, had the white sword earlier, basically just got up to Death Mountain earlier, but missed the silvers in 7 and didn't go back for it until both of you were going for it at about the same time. But it really was like resources. He was tight on keys and bombed the whole seed.
you did get to do 6 with some more stuff, but just 6 was a real piece of work for both of you guys.
Yeah, did he have to dive it twice, or was he able to complete it the first time?
Both of you dove it twice.
Okay.
His first step was the shorter.
Okay. Yeah, because I touched every room you could go to without a ladder. And that kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, but that's alright.
We did notice you skipped the wand, which was kind of interesting.
I had potion. If I lost mags for a second, I could come back. At that point, with how long everything took me, I felt behind, so I wasn't going to give up the 10, 12 seconds to grab the item at that point.
Okay. That's kind of what I had figured was it was a little bit of that, but I had forgotten about the potion factor. So.
Yeah, I had a potion, and then ended up finding another Take Any up there in the northwest too, which... so if I really needed another potion later, I could have whistled to 5 and got another one on top of it. I knew another potion shop had to be within, I think I only had 8 overworld spots left, and then by the time I got the arrow shop, I only had 1 left.
Oh, Kennedy stuck in a room with a clock and a wall master.
Yeah, I got a feel for him on that front, because sounds like he played a pretty good race, and then kind of got hosed right here at the end.
Yep. I would like to see a flag that allows wall masters to spawn when you have a clock.
Well, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna just head to sleep. But thank you all for taking your time out for us and doing this thing.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, y'all have a good evening.
You too.
I hope Mario has a good golf round. Oh, I think it just got bunkered, yeah.
No. Oh, but wait, is it gonna go in? Oh, so close. Kennedy's on his way back to where Ganon is. Without the map, it's a little bit more difficult to navigate, but also back down to 0 keys.
They kind of not having knowledge of the one hole in the map is a little bit troublesome, I think.
Yeah. Because it leaves you in that tough spot of playing Find the Magic Bomb while hoping you find the map.
There's the any key.
Well, that's useful. Probably would have liked it a little bit earlier, but you take what you can get.
Always nice to get a bit of a refund from Azul.
And now he doesn't have to worry about clipping through this turnstile room. Finding for the fjords. Another stair. I think you just had to go through a bomb wall to get to Ganon. Might have been this one, actually.
Well, we're still a little bit high up, and there goes the last bomb.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to say there was something with just like trying to work your way to the right from the popping out of the initial staircase.
Yeah.
Any bomb droppers?
We're looking for the red dark nuts.
Nobody else here. Nobody here but us Tektites.
What about red bubbles? Gonna up A, head back to start. Leaving 9 to get bombs.
Those particular Gibdos have not been very helpful.
Yeah. We'll see if he buys 2 packs or just 1. He's gonna buy just 1, save some money for arrows.
And saving, so in case that doesn't pan out, just go back to your save.
Mm-hmm. And into 9. Trying to avoid getting red bubbled.
Right,
So successfully.
Yeah. As we wind down, we could plug some stuff. There are 5 games on the schedule for tomorrow.
All of which will be wonderful. I don't know who's in which ones.
The action kicks off at 5:15 p.m. Eastern with Bommy 819 versus PDX Rex. Also got Jam Evil versus Potato Pony, Kennedy versus Sausage Link, Special K versus Steelheart, and Jess 98 versus Equations 19. And they start their game at 10:15 Eastern, so pretty decent block of time where you can find some Z1R going on.
And all of those races are going to be really good too. At least they should be. That's what it said on the brochure.
I didn't get one of those. I'll have to find one.
You have to take the left turn at Albuquerque to get the brochure.
See.
And as we know, taking the left turn at Albuquerque is generally not good form for Z1R.
And if you'd like to sign up to help get those races on the air, we organize that out of the Z1R Discord. We'll show you everything you need to be able to help us out with those. We greatly appreciate it. There's the bomb wall.
Yep. That's going to get Kennedy over to the right to find the Ganon.
Hello, Ganon in an equals moat room. Need a few more hits with the white sword instead of magical sword, but
Still very doable.
yeah, and got potion backup and red ring.
Yeah. There we go. Getting a little bit of a stun lock there. Looks to go ahead and potion. Ganon goes down.
A very pleasant, possibly surprise next door. It's Zelda. So you can get your GGs again in chat for Kennedy, finishing with a 128.42 on race time.
We are now joined in the booth by Kennedy.
Hey, thank you.
So this really was kind of a game of resources at the end.
Yeah, I mean that. I missed the map, and then it was just one of those nines where like there were you just like needed to find like the right wall, and I just couldn't get there with the resources I had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm and just kind of like looking through the chat, it looks like it was at least close for a while. I felt like I was sort of in it and felt really good going to 9, but I couldn't make any headway. I was gonna try and dig the items in 9, but once I sort of couldn't get anywhere, that's why I went back to 7, hoping for either a key or the book, and I lucked out with the silvers, but still left me without the keys or a map.
Right. The big things that helped you out early on were having gotten the red ring out of 8 early and having found 7 and 5 early.
Yeah, I felt like early things were going well. I had that. I dipped the red 8. I only had the red candle at that point, and I said, I'll see a couple rooms, and got the early red ring, and then found 3 and got the bow, and then the white sword item, and I thought like, okay, it's like less than 20 minutes, and I'm feeling really good. And then, I mean, I felt good all the way up until I was a little annoyed that I left 2 on the coast. I had intended to go over there once and didn't have any bombs, and that was again like a resource thing. But otherwise, I mean, I felt like I played pretty well. It just was, one of those 9s.
Yeah, and that really was it. Was just 9 was the thing, because by the time you'd gotten out of 9 the first time to go look for silvers, you and cytown were both pretty much in 7 at the same time. He dug all of 6 that he could without the ladder, and all of 7, which is what slowed him down a good bit.
Yeah, I ended up I dipped 6 the first time with nothing. I can't remember if I did I have the I'm not even sure if I had the candle yet. I must have. But then when I went back, I think I'm looking at my map now. I think I saw either every room or every room except for 1 in 6. It was just such a time sink.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, as far as seed goes, I mean, I was in 9. Well, I guess before silvers, I was in 9 before an hour, but with silvers, it was an hour 7, which for me and cytown not finished yet. Thinking if I could have just and then right you get the immediate Ganon roar, and so I thought, okay, there's a chance here, and then of course there's just a tease because you can't get to him going all the way around.
Yeah.
But no, it was fun. It was a good race. I think the final time maybe isn't as close as maybe it was for. That took me an extra 15 minutes to finish after cytown finished, but I wanted to. I knew he needed this to get onto the next match, to have a chance of getting into the next round. I know he's waiting to see what some other races shake out, so I wanted to make him make it a race, make him work for it, and I'm happy with how I played, and couple things here or there, and maybe they could have pulled it out.
I mean, you did play the seed incredibly well, and you definitely gave cytown a good run for where the race was, and I would agree that what the final times were aren't indicative of how close this race truly was. Like, it was... There wasn't really a massive lead for either player until the resources became an issue in 9. That's the only place where there was a large lead that could have formed. Elsewise, there were just little incremental leads that kept building on each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew it started. I felt like it was getting away from me in 9 when I like looking at my tracker, and it's like totally boxed off. They're just, and each one of those walls is like a bomb I had to use, and I wasn't. I mean, there weren't a ton of bomb droppers in 9, and even the few that there were, I wasn't getting bomb drops. You know, the Gibdos outside were not. I don't think they dropped the bomb once for me. So, you know,
those guys were really mean.
Yeah, it was like, at one point I thought, like, you know, should I just farm them? And then I said, I there's a bomb shop two screens over. I'll just buy the bombs. But yeah, I really would have liked a map. I should have cleared that room. I think what it was the room where the map was in. I popped in after hearing the Ganon roar, found Ganon wasn't there, and I sort of left because I was like, I don't need to clear this. But obviously, it would have at least helped find the wall. I don't know how much quicker I would have. You know, I think bombs probably still would have been an issue because there were a ton of bomb walls that were just necessary, I think. But, you know, I think a map would have helped speed it up a little.
It would have at least helped you avoid the holes in the map.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about all I got. I you know, was happy to you know, have a good race, and looking forward to. I got 2 races left. This has been fun. I really like these flags. They've been a lot of fun. And you know, thank you guys for jumping on. I know it's a weeknight, and I know people have a lot of things to do. So do appreciate everybody who volunteers to get these on the air, to do the tracking, to do the commentary. So thank you very much.
Yeah, our pleasure.
Definitely, absolutely.
All right, please follow the runners. We got the links in chat earlier. We probably even put them there again. You can follow my co-commentator Al. So you can also follow Neo Nonane, our tracker, this evening. 5 matches coming up tomorrow. Group stage ends on Saturday night, so everything coming to a conclusion here before we get into brackets. All right, anything else, Osoa?
No, I don't have anything further.
All right, keep an eye out on the schedule for where those channels will be, where you can see some Z1R tomorrow. And everybody have a good night.